Hi, this is James again, and welcome back to Storytime with James. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. And hit me on the Cash App. Hit me on the Cash App to donate paint, acrylic paint, masking tape, and paint brushes. All right. Okay, y'all. Today we're going to be discussing Generation X. Yes, Generation X. Yes, that generation came in 1965 to 1981. Okay, that's in the Generation X section. All right, they came up with the name from a novel that was out, and it was on sociology. Okay, the book was on sociology. Okay, what we did, what uh, what Generation X was about. This is some of the things we did. Okay, first of all, we were creative. Okay, we were very creative, and we made new things of old stuff. All right, so we just sat around and just thought of it. Just thought of stuff to make. You know, thought of stuff to do, and we were latchkey kids. Well, the name latchkey came out in that era. So when we walked out, we had like a keys on a chain around our neck, or a rope around our necks. So we just kept that key on us, and then we would put it inside like this, you know. But when both of our parents were working. So when my mother went to work, she left a note on the refrigerator for us, and the note told us, "Look, I left some stuff out. Cook this, or wash the dishes. Make sure you wash the dishes, and you sweep the floor, you wash the dishes, and stuff like that." Yeah. So it was teaching us how to take care of ourselves, you know. But you know what we did when they left? When they weren't there, when we got home, we turned that television on immediately. Watch Schoolhouse Rock and Sesame Street, Electric Company. We watched everything, you know. And then right before she come home, that's when we jumped up and started doing everything, you know. Washing dishes, sweeping the floor, and everything that we supposed to have did. And they also told us to do our homework. So we had to get down and do the homework too. Yeah. Yeah. We had dial-up computers. But the computers really wasn't out yet. You got to look at before uh during the baby boom era, there was no computers. So they were just developing computers. So I didn't experience computers until I was at school. They had a computer there, and it was called Play-Doh. Play-Doh. All right. But it was just in green and stuff like that, stupid stuff like that. You know. Uh Remember dialing O for the operator. You can't dial an operator now. Have any of you tried it? Any of you tried dialing 0 and see if an operator answers? I don't think so. Of course, we didn't have no cell phones. No cell phones. So we had to make a mental Rolodex in our brain to remember certain numbers. Remember at least 5 or 10 numbers, okay? We had to remember those numbers, because if we're out, we had to remember a number, you know? Yeah. Yep, we had to remember. Okay, and we had to make stuff up. you know, like tops, tops, like one of these tops here. We would take some tops like that and then have a checkerboard. But the checkerboard, you always lost a lot of pieces. So we had to use the tops for pieces. And the Rubik's Cube came out then, so that was a pastime. Rubik's Cube. So we had to try to figure that out, or take the stickers off and put them on there. I'm not the only one who done that now. Y'all know y'all have done it before. Peel the stickers off and put them all on there. Then show somebody, look here. I did it. We didn't have cable. We didn't have cable at first. So at first, until I got like probably 13 years old, that's when we got cable. But cable was no such thing as cable. I think there was a satellite maybe, but nobody had it. So, but then when cable came out, that's when MTV came out. Yes, MTV. Y'all remember all those videos? Eyes without a face. Yeah. And Love is a Battlefield. All of that stuff came out then. All of it. But we spent our time watching videos, And television went off at a certain time. No more television. Like kids nowadays, they watch television until early morning and then continue watching. It wasn't none of that when we were young. It went off, the television went off at 1 a.m. in the morning. They said, da 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 da. I hate it when I hear that Star Spangled Banner playing. Then after that, no more television until like in the morning, Well, you know what? The world seemed a lot smaller then. The world did seem smaller because we didn't have access to internet. We didn't have access to internet or none of that. The only thing we had was the encyclopedias. But other than that, there was no way to see how people live elsewhere, anywhere else in the world. It was crazy. So we had to imagine a lot of stuff. There's no way we can find that out. Like nowadays, people all act almost the same. You go somewhere, people will talk like you talk. They don't have their own slang anymore. The slang is universal, But when we were kids, it was just us. If you was from Chicago, you adhered to the Chicago lingo. If you was in Alabama, you adhere to the Alabama lingo. Or anywhere, And when you go there, they knew right away that you wasn't from there. Now they know, now they can't tell, unless you got a strong accent, Yeah. Everything wasn't so scary then. Do you remember being outside? You used to go outside and stay out until the street lights come on. Get your butt back when the street lights come on. That's all they require. That's it. Yep. And everything wasn't scary. You wasn't scared you were going to get shot or something, just crazy stuff. The only thing you were scared of was stranger danger. Stranger danger. That's it. It was nothing to go walk to the park or whatever by yourself. Well, with a couple of your friends and stuff, but it was nothing. It was nothing. And it was a lot of independence back then, because kids were kind of independent. They went as they pleased, mostly. All you got to do is tell your parents, say, hey, Mom, I'm going down to the store. Maybe it's 6 blocks, or maybe a couple of miles from the house. She said, all right, now, you know what time you got to be in? I said, I know, street lights time. All right, get on back in here. Okay. And you come back when the street lights come on. That's weird, man. Yeah, man. Man, it's crazy though. But we had to be back when the street lights came on. And you had to have a vocabulary where you would speak to parents, other people's parents, and elderly people. So you gave them more respect than you do now. Like when you call somebody, you calling a friend, you pick up your dial-up phone. Hello? And Miss Thompson answered the phone. He said, oh, hi, Miss Thompson. He said, hey, how you doing? Oh, okay. I know. Is Johnny here in? And she said, no, he's not. Oh, could you please tell him, that's how we were. We were polite. But you'll change when you were around your peers, around people your age. But you gave adults the utmost respect. It was no fighting, no rebelling, or none of that stuff. Of course, that comes with, because you'll get beat down, okay? And the teachers will beat you down. So you gave the teachers more respect. Yes, you gave the teachers more respect. The teacher tell you something, you didn't do it, they'll send you to the disciplinary office. And in the disciplinary office, you got the paddle. A lot of y'all don't know what the paddle is at school. I'm sure all of y'all out there that's looking at this video knows what I'm talking about. You've got the paddle before. You're probably rubbing your behind right now. All right. Yes. Yeah. Remember, we used to have, see, in the digital age now, it's digital, all digital and stuff like that. But all we had was albums and 45s, okay? 45s was those little records, those small records. And the albums were the big ones. And we would play it over and play the album. One album, we would play it over and over, Yeah. It was a simple time, Or we had cassette tapes. Remember when you would get a pencil and turn your tape, stick it in that hole, and then turn it. If the tape would come out of there. Yeah. Yeah, and I would record from the radio. So I would put it in front of the radio, take my tape recorder and put it in front of the radio and record a song. Maybe I couldn't buy it. I didn't have any money to buy the album or something. So I would play this and I would record it from the radio. And I would share it with my friends. My friends, I tell them, oh man, I got that song. They say, man, let me get it. Well, give me a blank tape. I'll record it for you, Yeah. And the use of maps. Of course, we don't use maps no more. We had to use our navigation system. You know, we got navigator on your phone. Okay. So if you get lost or something, you just hit your navigator. Matter of fact, you have to hit it before you leave and have it take you all the way there. But we didn't have navigators. Generation X, we didn't have navigators. So you either had to know where you were going, or if you asked somebody and they would tell you, okay, go a mile this way and whatever. And you had to remember it. And there was no navigation system or nothing. There was nothing you can do but remember and open up a map. Yeah. And yeah, you had to open a map. A lot of people can't read maps nowadays. That's gone. That's gone right there. Reading maps. But we found our way around. Yeah. Yes, millennials, the baby boomers were more conservative than the millennials. The millennials were more carefree. And, you know, they wanted to take control of their lives, but when they were kids, your parents treated you like kids. Yes. And they gave you a little independence, a little at a time. A little at a time. Not like now. Right now, they give little 6-year-olds an iPhone, you know. And that's another thing. We wasn't so materialistic. We didn't have to have name brand stuff. You know, mostly we got Converses. That was the most thing that was out then, you know, Converses. And they didn't cost that much. They had Pro Kids, Converses, you know, so that didn't cost that much. And, you know, you had to get jeans and stuff like that. You know, you can get those. They really wasn't that much. They really didn't cost that much. And food didn't cost as much as it do now. Maybe that's because of inflation or something like that, but food was to a minimum. You can afford a lot of food and stuff. Yeah. But that MTV, the MTV, we grew up on it. Yeah, we grew up on it. We grew up on MTV, you know. But some people may think MTV is lame, but we thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. You know. MTV. Yep. And sometimes I still remember those videos and stuff. You know, sometimes I hear a song or something, and it takes me back to those days when everything was kind of carefree and you didn't have to worry. You weren't scared to go outside or walk around the corner or nothing like that. Even in Chicago. Yes, even in Chicago. I wasn't afraid, you know. But all things change. Yep, all things change.
Yeah, I remember playing Pac-Man, boy. I was playing Pac-Man game, man, Miss Pac-Man, everything. Boy, those the games, boy.
No, man.
You remember them games? Oh.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Shut up. Shut up.
All right.
Please.
Sorry, man.
All right, y'all. That's it for me.
Sorry.
Make sure you like,
trying to put my input
subscribe,
in,
and leave me a comment if you like. And hit that bell notification. Hit that bell notification so that you know every time I drop another video. And share, share, share. Share my videos so that everyone can get this experience. All right? Peace. Adios. Salamat. Chair dance.
Oh my god.